Only a day after we learned Donald Trump instructed ICE to pause immigration enforcement at farms, restaurants, and hotels, the White House reversed itself, pushing ahead with raids at farms, hotels, and restaurants. What in the world happened?
Katie, let's try to unpack this as best we can. All I know is the memo that we've seen where they lay out that ICE was not supposed to go do arrest at, like you said, farms, restaurants, hotels, anything having to do with agriculture. That included fisheries and meatpacking plants, mainly because, as Trump posted on Truth Social, he was hearing from employers and business owners in that space that the arrests were having a negative effect on business. And so he was telling ICE to pull back. But in that memo, there's actually a very telling line where they say, we recognize that eliminating these places from areas you're allowed to go arrest is going to have a bad effect on getting the numbers that you need to get. Those numbers, of course, were set by Stephen Miller in mid-May, telling ICE they need to arrest 3,000 people per day, or else some of the leaders could be facing firings if they don't meet that quota. Now, they're arresting right now over 2,000 a day. They're not near 3,000, but still a record high in terms of daily arrests we're often seeing. And so when they pulled back on arresting in those places, it became a lot harder to get the numbers, in large part because workplace raids, that is a tool that ICE has used to boost arrest numbers, because they can go into one place and arrest over 100 people in some cases. Now, sometimes they can arrest people who turn out to be very legally in this country, but at least the arrest numbers, which was the goal Stephen Miller set out, not deportation numbers, that is something that they could boost through those raids. So now they've walked that back, not through a memo, but we're told through a verbal communication to ICE saying, you know what, forget what we said, go anywhere you'd like.
Like, what the f?
Yeah, there was
one thing that I heard from Trump today that I thought was very promising, is that he wants to make an executive order where people that are here for a long time, that have been like working on farms, that are undocumented, that they won't be targeted and that they'll be exempt from all this stuff. This is my feeling. Like, if you got here and you've integrated into our society, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have snuck in, but you did it and you're not breaking any laws, you're a hardworking person. Those people need a path to citizenship, man. Because if you don't, then they're just preyed upon by people that will take advantage of the fact that they're undocumented and not pay them what they're legally supposed to pay them, and not give them benefits if they're legally supposed to have benefits, and they can't say anything because they're worried that immigration's going to get called on them. So these people are in this constant state of anxiety, and then they hear about the ICE raids, like at Home Depot. Like, what the f?
Yeah, there
man?
was a
Why? Like, gang members, yes. Criminals, yes. This, why? Like, I think, as crazy as it sounds, the only way to do this and look like you have a heart is evaluate people on a case-by-case basis. Like, there's good people.